What if I told you that in the next few minutes, you might discover something so simple, yet so powerful that it could shift the direction of your life? Not magic, not motivation that fades, but a spark, a quiet voice inside you that's been waiting patiently for you to wake up. This story isn't just to inspire you, it's to remind you of the person you're supposed to become. And maybe, just maybe, this video isn't here by accident. What if this is the last video you'll ever need before your life starts moving in the direction you always dreamed of? What if the universe sent this to you right now because it's your time? So don't skip. Don't look away. Because if you're still here, congratulations. You're already ahead. You're already someone different. You're already on your way. Now close your eyes. Just listen. Use your headphones. Let your mind build the images. Let your heart feel the words. What you're about to hear might change something inside you forever. No. In this video, no visuals or moving clips are shown because our only focus is to awaken something inside you. We don't want to distract you with footage. We want to empower you with truth. Eli Carter was no one special. At least that's what he believed. Living in a tiny apartment in Brooklyn, working 2 part-time jobs and quietly watching his dreams fade into the background. He had talent, he had thoughts, he had potential, but the world didn't seem to care, and slowly, neither did he. It was a Tuesday night, cold, quiet, and lonely. Eli stood on the Brooklyn Bridge, not because he wanted to end anything, but because he was desperate to begin something. Something real, something meaningful. He looked out into the black water and whispered, "If anyone's listening, give me one reason to keep going." He waited 1 second, then 5, then 10. Silence. And then a voice, calm, unexpected. "You're not tired," it said. "You're just underused." Startled, Eli turned to see an old man in a tattered coat, holding a small, worn book. The man handed it to him without a smile. "This," he said, "is not a guide. It's a mirror. Most people run from themselves. Read this, and you might finally chase yourself." Without another word, the man vanished into the shadows. Eli opened the book. There were no instructions, no fancy words, just raw truths. And suddenly, something inside him moved. The next morning, he woke up before the sun. Not because he had to, but because something in him refused to sleep in mediocrity again. He didn't touch his phone. He didn't check Instagram. He just sat, breathed, thought, and for the first time in years, wrote something in his journal. "I am not broken. I am becoming." From that day, things started to shift. He walked every day, not for weight loss, but for clarity. He drank water like it was fuel, read pages like they were oxygen. He stopped chasing validation and started building a foundation. Eli didn't talk much. He didn't post motivational quotes, but his eyes looked different, focused, alive. He smiled less, but meant it more. People started noticing. "Did something happen to you?" they'd ask. He'd just nod. They didn't need to know the book, the old man, the bridge. What they needed was their own reason. 1 year later, Eli started helping others, quietly. Not as a guru, not as a coach, but as someone who had walked through the dark and found the light inside himself. He didn't give advice. He gave examples. He told people, stop looking for motivation. Look in the mirror. Stop waiting for the right time. That time was 5 years ago. Stop calling yourself lazy. You're just untrained. And the more he lived with discipline, the louder his life spoke. Not with words, but with presence, with energy, with purpose. He never saw that old man again. Never found the book again. But maybe, just maybe, that man wasn't real. Maybe he was a part of Eli all along, the part that finally decided to stand up, to shut off the noise, to build, to begin. You don't need a course. You don't need a sign. You just need a moment of silence, a breath, and a decision. Become the person you were too afraid to be. The world has enough followers. It's waiting for a few more builders. And maybe, just maybe, you're one of them. And if you feel something shifted inside you right now, then hit that subscribe button. Because maybe becoming successful isn't about doing more. Maybe it starts with one quiet decision. And maybe that decision is this one.